welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandi Cantrell from the B.B. Cummer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Thank you for joining us. And I want to also thank Chris and everyone here at the station for helping us put on our program. Well, today is just an in-house program, I guess. Catherine Dobbs is joining me. I appreciate you coming in. I know you've got a lot of work you need to do at the library, but I appreciate you coming in.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Great. Well, Catherine and I have worked, you've been at the library
14 years February.
And mine will be 15, so we've worked together a while. What is your job title?
I am the cataloger for the B.B. Cummer Library. So
it's a lot more than that, I can tell you.
A little bit of everything.
Well, great. Well, we just wanted to do a program to talk about a lot of the events and books and things we have going on. I'll do the upstairs and you do the downstairs, mostly is what we do. Great. Catherine does all of our book ordering, or processing and things like that. We both order. But so you know more about the adult books we're going to talk about, and I do the children's. But first we want to talk about all the programs we have going on. I'll start with something we have upstairs. On December 9th, we're having Story Time with Santa. We have a story time with our own local Santa Claus. It's at the library in the auditorium from 6:30 to 7:30. It's appropriate for ages 2 years old and up, and you'll have a chance to talk with Santa, and Mom or Dad can take some pictures. Before that, we're having sensory-friendly story time with Santa. This has been a very special time. Children of all ages, abilities are invited, and their family members can come too to spend a little time with Santa, and Mom and Dad can take some snapshots. And just a little bit, it's a little bit lower key there for those children that are easily stimulated, things like that. We just want it to be a good time for all. So I hope you can join us. That is Monday, December 9th. The sensory-friendly story time at 5:30 to 6:15, and then story time with Santa 6:30 to 7:30. No reservations are required. It's all free. Just please come and join us. So that'll be a lot of fun for the kids, I know, and for the adults. We all have a good time. Yes. Now, downstairs, there is a Christmas concert.
There is a Christmas concert. It will be December the 19th on a Thursday, and it will be... The program will be at 12, but we will serve refreshments for that starting at 10:30.
Okay. Kind of a same brown bag schedule, sort of.
Kind of like that. Okay. And we will be having the Michael Watts and Friends jazz band coming. Wow. Anyone that was here during the pilgrimage, if they came to the library, they heard this band at that time, and they were fantastic.
Oh, they were good. Well, this will be great. I enjoy hearing some Christmas music. And so that's refreshments at 10:30, and there's a foundation fellowship recognition
at 11:45.
11:45.
Yes.
That'll be great.
It will be.
We're very appreciative to our fellows.
Yes, fellows.
They become a library fellow, so that will be a lot of fun. Now, you also have a Saturday Adult Series, Crafting for Adults. Yes,
our new lineup is coming. It is going to be a crafting series this time. Our previous one was a how-to. Our first presenter is going to be Miss Janice Adams, and Janice Adams is wonderful.
Yes, she is.
And she will be kind of sharing some tips and tricks for table decorating for the holidays. Just kind of each program in the series will be a different craft or kind of hobby that you don't necessarily always think of, to kind of expose everybody to some different kinds of crafting.
And these will be things that the average person can do. Probably.
Absolutely. Everything will be something that anybody can do, as long, of course, if it's something that interests you. But our first series, again, is Deck the Table. Will be December the 7th on a Saturday from 10 to 11 at the Cummer Library.
Wow. Now, this is something relatively new. I guess you've done the Saturday Adult Series for...
We've done it for 1 year, because we usually plan the programs for a year. We do just one a month for, one Saturday.
Yes.
They've been...
How did this come to be?
Well, we were talking, and we thought, we had a lot that couldn't attend things like Brown Bag because they may be working, things of that nature. Yes. So it was just something to kind of give them an opportunity to have something that they could do maybe on a Saturday where they might be off, just to provide some programs for maybe some people that are, otherwise missing out on some things.
Right. Well, that's good. Trying to reach every age group.
Absolutely.
And I will say, while the adult series is going on, we have the toys out upstairs. Lots of fun games and things to play upstairs for your kids. So great. Do you have you have it planned for the whole?
We've pretty much
series?
Got it planned up. We're going to have some, like I said, a wide variety. We'll have some on flower arranging. We're going to have someone come and do basket weaving.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll do some that are kind of in-house programs that we'll do that'll kind of be more hands-on. We'll, paint pumpkins, in October, or, make pipe cleaner flowers, just different things. Yeah, different things that you might not necessarily think of all the time. But some of these will be geared more towards hands-on, and then some of these will just be kind of just learning, about a new craft.
How fun. Well, I know you're very creative. You and Christy.
I try to be.
Are two of the many people at the library who are very creative. I'm not one of those, but I'm appreciative of everything that y'all do. That'll be fun. Another class, this is not Christmas related at all, but you have a genealogy class?
Genealogy class. Yes, that has been something we started in October, I believe it was. And each class, there's six classes in a session, I should say. It's going to be bi-weekly. And each class covers a different topic, whether it's the online services like Ancestry, whether it's records you might have at home that you didn't necessarily think of, to use to start your genealogy. It's basically the tools that you need to start genealogy research for those that kind of don't know how to get started.
Have never done it.
Have never done it, which we do have some in the class now that are more intermediate. They've definitely have started, but even then they're still getting some information out of the class that they didn't necessarily know, so to further their genealogy research as well. So, but all you've got to do to join the class is there's an online Google form registration, or you can just contact the library to be put on the list. The next class is already full for February, but it will put your name on the list, and then as soon as the next session starts, we'll be calling the next group.
And you have a smaller, it's not like you have a group of 25 people.
No, we try to keep it to about 10, enough that, we can kind of do more hands-on, kind of one-on-one. It's a very informal setting where we talk. Everyone's free to ask questions, and so they've been well received. They're going very well.
Wow, that's great. Is there a charge for this?
Absolutely free. There is no charge. Just come in and just be anxious and willing to learn how to do your research, and that's all you need.
That's great. Well, listen, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Catherine.
Represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Catherine Dobbs, who is our cataloger and do everything girl downstairs. We were talking about the genealogy classes you have. Now, we have a wonderful space at the library, the Lane Family History Room, for research. So even if you can't take a class, what all is in that room?
Absolutely. We have a wealth of information. A lot of our materials we've been blessed to have donated to us from families, individuals that have maybe done their own family histories, and then they've donated that information to us. And of course, we have some collection, that we've purchased as well. But, we have things like old telephone directories, microfilm for newspapers. A lot of people forget about, newspapers are a great source for genealogy information, especially if you're wanting to do more of like a story of your ancestor's life, not just, knowing just the birth and date. Sometimes, it's nice to know kind of more about who that person was. So that kind of stuff is great for that. Of course, we have the computers available where we have Ancestry online, and then we have our databases that are available to our patrons from home with their library cards, such as Heritage Quest, Fold 3 for military records. So even from home, they're still able to use some services. Heritage Quest is very similar to Ancestry. It's just not international. It's more United States records, but they can always come in-house and have access to the Ancestry.
Okay. And I know you can go to our website and find a lot of these
databases available. Yes, that's correct.
That is awesome. I know a lot of people are excited about doing that.
Yes.
Learning their
Yes, we've had a lot of people register for the class, so there's definitely an interest of it, so we're excited about that.
Yes. You must have done some yourself to know about it.
Yes, I am an avid family history researcher. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of my hobbies. So
that besides crafting, you're busy.
Yes.
Well, that's exciting. It's nice to have somebody that knows how to do it and enjoys it to share it with other people.
Absolutely.
So take a class or just come in and research.
Absolutely.
Come in and look. Yes.
And if you need any assistance, just feel free to ask, and we will help in any way we can.
Right. Well, okay, we talked about some of the programs and the classes we have coming up, workshops and things. What about our services? I know a lot of you, I'm sure, come in the library. Maybe you're aware of all the things we do, but we've added a few services.
We have added some services. Of course, we do the faxing and the copying, scanning, that type information that, people have a hard time with. But we've also added some lamination services. So if someone needs maybe smaller signs or things like that laminated, that is a service that we can provide now. We also have...
There's a cost for that. But
there is a cost. It's like $1 per foot. I mean, it's
reasonable.
Reasonable.
To cover the
reasonable
cost.
price. We have large format printing now, so we can do things like banners or blueprints, large maps.
I have to tell about that. We had a fall festival at my church, and I said, well, I will print the banners for our particular activity, and they're big.
They are, and they're varying sizes. They'll do poster prints. They'll do. So it's kind of based on what you're needing for the space. But we've used it several times for events, even here. So
and you come up with your poster or
absolutely
banner or whatever.
You create your banner and put it on a flash drive, bring it in, and we can insert that flash drive into the machine and then print it.
That was so nice, because I have tried to print things and piece things together. It just doesn't look right. So that's a great. And I know there is a charge for that too. All that.
There is. It's $2 for banners, just because it's a lot of color and they're very large. But again, like for blueprints, maps, something I guess they would call it CAD printing. Something that's not full color. They're only $1 a foot. So.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. And one other thing, I guess, over the break, we made my husband's mother's squash casserole, which is on a recipe, a handwritten recipe. She died 20 years ago, and we laminated that.
Yes.
So I don't think that, sometimes I would have thought, I don't need anything laminated just from everyday use. That is so special to our family, and I
Absolutely.
pass that down. So even just one sheet of paper you want laminated.
Absolutely.
Is worth it.
Yes, absolutely. Especially if you're wanting to preserve it, that's definitely the way to go.
That's true. That's true. Well, now, like you said, we do faxing, copying, scanning, test proctoring.
We do test proctoring. You just call Sarah Owens does that for us. If you just call, set up an appointment, they will look at our schedule and what date they can work out for you, but we do have that service available.
Right. Free Wi-Fi. Come in and we'll give you the username and password.
Absolutely.
And public access computers. I know during COVID we went to a lot of laptops.
The laptops.
So, and I know upstairs we have study rooms where you can take a laptop or bring your own laptop or use one of ours. Go into a study room. It's glassed in. You don't feel like you're in a closet, but it's quieter in there and a nice place to study. Nice place for groups. We have some groups that are coming to study that really enjoy that. Let's see, mobile hotspots.
We do, and they are still. We've had them for a while, but they are still extremely popular.
Yes.
And again, it's first come, first serve. Generally, we have enough to meet the demand.
Yeah.
But if not, you can usually check in with us the next day, and hopefully we'll have one available.
And what that is, I know some people don't know exactly what that is. I call it the internet in a box.
In a box. You just take the little box home. It has a password on it. You will take and connect that to whatever device you are using with the password, and it's just internet on the go.
On the go. That's a good way to do it. Some people have used it on trips. Some people have used it. Maybe they're here visiting their grandmother. Well, she doesn't have the internet. She doesn't need it, so they borrow one
Absolutely.
for a week. So
and we have a lot that do use it for things like trips and things like that. Because generally, unless you're in just kind of a dead zone, it'll work in a vehicle. It will. So they're very, very beneficial.
Wow. And we have the memory lab upstairs, Laura and Bill Campbell Memory Lab. That is where you can take old VHS home movies, things like
VHS,
that.
8mm, Super 8, that type thing. We take those or Sam, who is wonderful.
She does that.
Sam can take those, or you can convert them yourself, and we can teach you how to work the equipment. But convert those to a more usable, friendly device, like either a disc or an SD card or something like that. That would be easier for you to find something to be able to watch those on, because unfortunately a lot of that equipment is obsolete now. It's not that easy to find a VCR or,
especially a film strip projector.
A film strip projector. It's very difficult. So it's nice to have those things where you can convert them and still be able to watch and preserve those memories.
And how nice, I know somebody came in and had some videos and things of their family, and she shared them with her children, because right now you just have one copy of it, but you can convert it and share it with your children. Isn't there a scanner you can scan old photos? I believe?
There is. There's a scanner to preserve photos. I believe there's all kinds of conversion equipment up there. It's been a while, so I can't. I think we even can do. I know we can do the videos. Like I said, the 8mm Super 8. I think it will do like little slides. You can put those in there and be able to kind of save the images. They used to have it where you could go through the machine, but you can kind of develop the image where you can print it like a picture, so you have the image. So.
How nice to preserve. We do want to be able to preserve all of this.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell just a little bit. We have a multi-sensory lending library. We check out books, we check out hotspots, things like that. But these are items not just for special needs children, but for anyone who might have need of these. They're just items, and you can come and see me. I can get you the book and tell you all of that. One story is a school teacher borrowed one of the wobble chairs. Some kids just really need to move while they're working, and they can
Absolutely.
concentrate better. She borrowed some for her classroom, used them a few weeks, and then went to her principal and said, hey, I really need to buy some of these because I've tried them and they work. My kids are focusing better. So those type items. So just come and see me for all of that. Come to our music trail on a day it's not so cold. It is in the back, the Ted Spears Music Trail. He loves children and he loves music.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
It's just a little fun thing out back.
And it's great seeing the kids out there, banging on the little instruments, just having a good time. So.
And it sounds pretty. It's not just banging on trash can lids.
No, it's not.
It's very pretty. But well, listen, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Catherine.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. Catherine Dobbs and I are talking about all the services and activities we have going on at the library. We're going to have to race through to get these last few. One thing I wanted to mention is our app, Libby by Overdrive. Well, it's not our app. We share it with lots of other libraries. You can check out books, audio books, children's books, adult books, all kinds of things.
Absolutely.
And it's all free. You just have to have a library.
It is all free. All you've got to do is just use your library card, kind of create an account, connect it to the library, and then you can check out, like you said, ebooks, audiobooks. I know I personally use the audiobooks a lot because I have a commute, so it's great for that. Things that we might not necessarily have in our collection at the library, those other books might be available on Libby. So definitely, if you don't find something in our collection, it's worth going to Libby, looking at that, because the item that you're wanting might actually be there and available. Also, if you ever have a time that you're wanting to read something and you don't necessarily see it as part of the collection, please feel free to come to the desk and let me know. I am not saying that all the books are available, but if something is there and I can purchase it for the consortia or for our plan for the library, I'll most definitely do that. Even books. If there's a book, if possible, if I can, we will see and put it through and see if we can get that.
We take requests.
For you. We take requests
and do
always.
What we can to get them,
absolutely. So by all means, let us know.
Wow. Well, I'll just run through these numbers a little bit. This was like a wrap-up of our year, October 23 to September 24. 508 programs, many of them we've talked about today.
Absolutely.
592 hotspot checkouts. Those are very popular.
They're very popular.
Wireless users, 18,455. That's a lot of wireless users, but it's very needed. 217,780 materials used and checked out. That's a lot right there to me. 527 new cards, 9,877 program attendees. So we have good attendance.
Absolutely.
Summer programs, adult series, brown bag.
Brown bag. Everybody loves the programs at the library. We have some fantastic programs at the library.
And 46,365 library guests. People coming into the library.
Absolutely. And everybody that comes, always talks about what a wonderful facility we have. And of course, we're partial. We love it. We know it's wonderful. So
and we know we're blessed.
We're blessed, and it's just nice to have people come in and come up and walk up to the desk and just say, "This is a wonderful, beautiful library." So it makes you feel good.
Gosh, well, I will take one thing, and then we're going to share a couple of books. Go to the Tinsel Trail at the Central Park across from Bluebell and see the beautiful tree that you and Christy put together. It is beautiful. It's Polar Express.
Polar Express was our theme this year. We try and generally kind of do a book themed type tree for the Tinsel Trail. We're the library, but it's always a lot of fun to do. So we enjoy it.
It is such a fun trees on both sides of the sidewalk you walk through.
They have it beautiful this year. I know Christy went and she said they had like little snow floating in the air during. So
thank you
everybody
to
had a
the
good
city
time
for doing all of that. That was great.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got a couple of minutes maybe, so we'll share just a few of our books. We've gotten some new books in. I'll start if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
A to Z Animal Mysteries. Ron Roy has written these. These are wonderful books. We love mysteries, and especially if they're A to Z. Great.
This is a Introduction to Knife Making by Dan Berg. It's a great book. It's kind of written in layman's terms, and it's designed to kind of explain the step, visually to depict the process. But if this is something you're interested in, please kind of look forward to our programs for the Saturday series because we will be having a program on knife making coming.
Okay,
so great for anyone that's wanting to learn a new craft, new hobby.
Well, real quick, Adventures in Foster Land. We also are doing an animal shelter fundraiser upstairs at the library. It'll be going on right now. You got another quick one? No?
Christmas in Bethel. It's Christmas time. Who doesn't love a good Christmas read?
Yes.
And this is by Richard Paul Evans, who is a popular best-selling author. Did the Christmas box. It's a classic. Everybody loves it. So if you're looking for a new Christmas read for the holidays, this will be a great one to check out.
Great. This is Eagles in the End Zone. It's an easy reader, so if you've got somebody just learning to read, this is a great one. This is also our sidewalk story right now, which I hope to change in the next week or so, but come enjoy that. Listen, we brought all these books and we are out of time, but thank you, Catherine, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate sharing all this, and we thank you for joining us on Library Connection. Come see us at the library.